Hey, happy Monday, everybody. I wanted to hop on today and do a quick live because I wanted to show you what to do when you first get your Seint palette, okay? Or if you are new to Seint and you're not quite sure what it is or how it works, I'm here to talk about it. My name is Virginia Price. I'm a mom of 6 and an entrepreneur. I started a media company with some friends of mine, and I do web design services and some podcasting services in that group. And I'm also a makeup artist for Seint. So I talked to some people this weekend, and they were curious about, hey Paris, love you so much. And they were curious about kind of how cream makeup works and what it's about it and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to hop on real quick and just do a quick little tutorial and walk through what you can expect with your cream makeup. All right. So it's something new to most people. And so don't let the newness of it overwhelm you or, be intimidating to what you're doing. Okay. So I'm going to walk through this palette. This is a very simple palette. You only have 4 colors, okay? You have your contour, 2 skin tone shades, a darker and a lighter. One's for your skin tone to match your color, and one is a brightening shade, just to bring light and brightness to your triangle of light, they call it, on your face. And then a lip and cheek color, which does just that. It works as a blush for your cheeks and also as a lip color for your lips, okay? So we're gonna start just here with this, and we're gonna dive in. I'm gonna take my glasses off. Today is not a contacts day, okay? Now let me talk to you real quick about contour and why we want to be contouring our face, okay? Contouring is like, kind of intimidating to some people, but it doesn't need to be. If you look at my face right now, I'm just sitting in front of a window. You can see right here, there's some shadow falling on my face where my cheek is. This part of my forehead is a little bit darker than this part of my forehead, okay? This is also because the sun is hitting here. And so that part of my forehead is a little bit tanner. Okay, you can see here where my jawline is, it drops off, it creates a shadow right there. When you take a 1-color foundation and you slap it all over your face, you're losing all of that natural dimension that we have in our face. So you're gonna take your contour and you're gonna place it to make sure you have that dimension back on, okay? So I'm just literally gonna use my finger, and I'm just gonna rub a little bit here, and I'm just gonna dot it on, okay? If you have not tried this cream makeup before, you don't need to dot it on. If you're online and you see other artists and people doing this, it's cool and it's catchy and it certainly does, catch your attention. But you don't need to do it. You can just use a brush. I like to use my finger because I like to let the contour just warm up a little bit on my skin so it blends in a little bit better, okay? You can just do that. Forehead, follow your hairline, and then down that cheekbone where that natural shadow falls on your face. I like to put it under my jawline too, just to slim out that jaw, enhance that shadow. And then another step further, if you want to, you can create 2 little lines just on the inside top of your nose to contour your nose. Keep in mind that the farther apart your lines are, the wider your nose is gonna appear. So you wanna keep those lines pretty narrow on the top of your nose, okay? Then you're just gonna literally move down the line, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and grab my brush, and I'm gonna move into my skin tone shade. I'm just gonna literally tap in ever so lightly. There's not a lot of product on here. You can see this is a brand new tin. It's not a lot, and it's gonna cover. I'm just gonna lightly tap here to get rid of that dark circle. You can see there's so much color correcting in this in pigment in this makeup. And then I'm gonna bring the color down. Yes, gotta come through with those contour tips. You know what I'm saying? People need to know, right? Paris, we gotta let the people know. So I'm gonna move down here and see that that little bit of makeup has covered a large area of my skin, okay? I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And that's, that's a little heavy-handed on that one, as you can tell, but that's okay, because I can just pull it down and it will melt right in, because that is the beauty of cream makeup. All right, now I'm gonna switch to my fluffy end. And if you don't want to have a ton of makeup, if you're like, you know what, my forehead looks pretty cool, I don't wanna put any color up there, cool, you don't have to. That's kind of the nice thing with this makeup. There are no rules. If you only wanna put makeup underneath your under eyes, Just put makeup under your under eyes. You know what I mean? I love how so much product. Yes, it does, right? A little bit of product goes such a long way. Like my jawline area, it doesn't really need a lot of color, but I like to just put a little brightening down there to cut that contour and just enhance that contour. I like it a little dramatic, okay? I mean, I'm not gonna put a ton. I'm literally just blending what's already on my face, and I'm just blending it a little bit more. And then I'm gonna put a little bit here under that contour line on my forehead, okay? All right, cool. Now we're gonna do skin tone. I'm feeling good about that. I'm gonna move right down the line to my brightening shade, okay? Gonna take little teeny taps, not a lot of product, okay? Don't pick up a ton of product. I'm gonna put a teeny bit on the ball of my nose. I'm gonna put it right down the center, this line right here, the center of my nose. And I'm gonna put it right here in this T-zone kind of triangle. And then I'm gonna take a teeny bit more and I'm gonna put it under my contour. And for me, that's good. If you have mature skin and you have a lot of wrinkles in this part of your face, you don't want to put a brightener here, okay? You want to keep the shades a little bit darker here, more close to your skin tone than brighter. And then all we're going to do is I'm literally just going to buff. I'm just going to buff it out. I'm taking this end of my brush. I'm swirling and patting, okay? I'm just going to buff it out. You want to go from your lighter colors, right? Your skin tone and your brightening colors. And then once you have those mixed in, then you can pull your contour down and start blending your contour, okay? And I'm going to blend it up into your hairline. Make sure you blend it up into your hairline. You don't want to have, you don't want to have your contour like have this stark line difference between your, where your hairline starts and then the rest of your face. And because this contour is cream and your skin tone is cream, they blend together beautifully. They're just going to melt right into one another, and you're not going to have any of these hard lines or edges where you have two competing products, you know, fighting on your face, okay? They're all made by the same company. It's all the same formula, just different colors and pigmentation to create the shades. So you don't have to worry that if you're, you know, Revlon foundation, I don't know, does Revlon even make foundation? I don't know. If your Revlon foundation or something, you know, competes with your Bare Minerals, you know, blush color, okay? You don't have to worry about that. They all are going to blend seamlessly together. And, y'all, I almost forgot, don't forget your jawline, okay? Sometimes I have almost walked out the door and forgot my jawline. Thank God I have a mirror right next to my front door, and I will catch myself in there and be like, oh, girl, and I'll just kind of hit my fingers, you know, just dap it in there. Okay. All right. So this is a personal preference for me. I like to do my whole, and look, like that's it. Like you have dimension, you have, you know, color and coverage on your face. And, you know, it's really just that simple. I like to save my, exactly, gotta remember that jawline. I like to save my blush for the end. So what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna put a pause on this, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just walking right down the row of your palette. It's that easy. Now, this is a 2-level compact. Most of them are 2 levels. And I have my powders on my 2nd level, okay? These are the eyeshadows. This is the color that I'm wearing right now. I have, this one up here is called Bubba and Havana, and I think this is Ginger and Riviera. I just got these, and that is what is on my lids right now, okay, are these 4 colors. This is a brush cleaning tile, so you can clean your brush between shades, and this is a setting powder. So all I'm gonna do is take my setting powder, and I'm going to set my makeup, okay? What this setting powder does is you don't even have to use a lot of it either. It sets your makeup. So for me, my forehead is super oily. So I'm just gonna tap in, and it sets your makeup on your face. If you sweat, like me, you're oily, it will mattify you, and it will just keep your makeup lasting all day. You don't have to worry about it going anywhere or transferring, okay? So now that I like to do my blush last. So now that all of that's done, I'm gonna flip back to my top compact if it will open. And then I'm going to do my blush last. So this is Frenchie. This is a color that I actually haven't tried yet. So we're going to try it together. Ooh, girl, I love it. It's like kind of working with my hoodie that I got on here. Does the setting powder work on all skin tones? Yes, it does. So when you look on the Seint website, you're like, oh, it's called Vanilla Dust. Okay, that's what the setting powder is called, right? This is this one we're talking about right here. And you're like, okay, well, that clearly works on like white skin. But what about my brown skin, beautiful ladies? It will work on your skin too. As you can tell when I put it on, it just disappears into the makeup. Okay, it sets your makeup. It doesn't come across white or powdery or anything like that. It literally just melts into your makeup to set it. Like those old crockpot commercials, set it and forget it. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. All right, now the blush, as you can tell, the lip and cheek, highly pigmented. Okay, so you do not need to use a lot. Some of you could be looking at this right now and being like, Virginia, that is entirely too much blush for me. Okay, I got it. I get you. Here's the cool thing. It's also a cream. So if you want to take some of your skin tone color and you want to put it on and just kind of clean up these edges, you can do that. If you're like, no, I'm okay with a little bit of bold color, girl, just keep blending it. All you gotta do is just blendy, blendy, blend. And your brush will pick up the excess. Okay, I have not re-dipped it. It is just working. Okay, you know what? And that works for me. That's all right. I like the way she looks. Here's something cool too, is the lip and cheek colors, even the certain contours and bronzers too, they work great for eyeshadows as well. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to show you real quick. Yeah, Frenchie is really great. This is a new one for me, but a lot of people love it. Oh, here's something fun. Thank you, Paris, for reminding me. Frenchie is actually a really great color corrector for certain sunspots and dark eye circles. Isn't that cool? I know it's a little weird because it's pink. You use a teeny bit and brush it on ever so lightly before you put your skin colors on and your foundation shades. And it works as a color corrector on, like I said, certain sunspots and melasma and dark circles. So cool. I'll have to try it. So it's really as simple as that. Contour, 2 different skin tone shades, and a lip and cheek color. And you just walk right down the row, put them on your face, and you have a lot of dimension and depth and just really, really easy makeup. And as you can tell, I'm gonna get real close, y'all, okay? This is my skin. Like, this is just, like, look at this forehead. This is just what skin looks like, even on my nose, right? Who has nose problems where you put makeup on and it's like, ooh, your nose is like cakey and flaky and whatever, and it just sits so bad, especially right here on the cheeks. I know that's for me. I've had those days, okay? But look at this. This is literally just my skin. It really works as a second skin. And I have had so many skin problems, dryness, just like flaky skin. I feel like I have this, like, I have rosacea on my cheeks, but it almost kind of feels like eczema sometimes. So I'm not on it and taking care of it. I get these patches. Y'all, I have had it up and down with makeup and I gave up on it for years. But this is just, you know what? I can't say enough good things about it. Okay. I just can't. I also want here trying to help the people. Okay. So here, that is what this is. Like I said, you can separate your creams from your shadows in your palette. You can customize it to exactly the shades that you want to keep in your palette with you. Frenchie is a new shade for me for the lip and cheek. I had Tropicana for the summer, and now that summer's over, I just swapped that out and I've replaced it with something different. So, if you want to try it and see what your colors are, my link to the color match form is below in the comment section here. If you want to just kind of bypass that, feel free to DM me a makeup-free selfie in front of a window, okay? So like right here, I'm in front of this window. Just be about 3 feet back, stand with no makeup on where I can see your face and your neck, and just shoot me a quick selfie, and you can send it over in the DMs and let me know that you want to get color matched, and I can help you out just from there doing that, okay? So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know. This is just like the best makeup ever. Really natural, really second skin, and it works oily skin, dry skin, mature skin. I'm going to go ahead and post right after this live the Makeover Monday post for today. Since it's Monday, I had the privilege of helping my mother-in-law, and I got to do a little makeover for her. Her before and after is amazing. It's so great. And so I just wanted to show you that it looks really good on all skin types and all ages. And Seint was actually specially like designed for more mature skin in mind, 30, 40, 50 plus. So what are we saying? Yeah, exactly. A full face, full glam face in such a short period of time. Yeah, exactly. You know, like you had to commit to putting your face on, right? If you had like an hour, you'd have to commit to an hour. You know, I have an event that I need to go to. I need to make sure that I'm sitting down and getting my hair done, doing all this stuff. Now it's like I have this compact, I have this one brush, I'm out the door. I'm doing my makeup. I mean, I haven't been on the live very long, and you know, here we are, kicking butt. Before I hop off, is there any questions about anything? Before I go, feel free to type it in. I know there's a bit of a delay between when I can see stuff and when you guys put it in there. This is the 3D brush. It's 3, like the Roman numeral 3. This is like for our 3D foundation. And that's why it's called 3D foundation, is because it really gives you that 3-dimensional face. It's not just like, you know, a layer of one toned foundation shade. You know, you have a lot of stuff, a lot of dimensionality. Is that a word? To your face. So all you need is the 3D brush, which is really great for new beginners, like newbies to makeup, or if you're just new to cream makeup or you haven't worn it and you're just feeling a little, you know, trepidatious. 3D brush is fantastic. There's a ton of brushes on the website that I'm happy to go over. Yeah, which brush do you need? Thank you, Paris. Yeah, so to go over the different things, if you are someone who wants a more light application that's just kind of like light, very, very light, and you know, just a little bit of coverage to cover up your skin, make it a little bit enhanced, right? But you're not covering up any, I don't know, not full coverage is what I'm trying to say. There's a brush for that. If you're like, nah, give me the full coverage. I want to look airbrushed. I want to look straight out of a magazine, like perfect. There's a brush for that too. I feel like the 3D brushes are really good in the middle. As you can tell, like I have a lot of coverage. It did a lot of coverage on my face, but at the same time, I look very natural. You can still see, you know, some of my moles, some of my freckles are covered up. You can't see them. So I feel like the 3D brush is a really good in-between brush if you're not quite sure if you want light application or a full coverage. And then the detail brush I really love as well. If you want to get like a very sharp contoured edge, you want to make sure that your lines are really crisp on your contour and under eye circles as well. The detail brush has a really cool, all the brushes that Seint sells are double-ended. So you're really getting, I know like Bare Minerals, I was looking up some brushes. Bare Minerals has one of their brushes, like one of their normal brushes is $31 or $32. Okay. These big brushes from Seint are usually about $40 but they're double ended. So you're really getting like what other brands would charge you $60 for a brush. And you know, you're getting 30% off basically for all these double ended brushes. And we have smaller brushes too that are not nearly as expensive, like $15, $25, something like that. How many different sizes do the palettes come in? So this palette is an 8, and they are numbered based on how many of the full-size tins they fit. Okay, so this layer fits 4, and this layer also fits 4. So this is an 8 tin, but it can hold 16 eyeshadows. If you want to just have like a whole palette devoted to eyeshadow, then you could do that too. So they come in a 4, which is just it's like half this size, so it's just the mirror and this 4 section here. They come in an 8, a 12, 18, 27. I think 27 is as high as you can go. You can buy a 60, but usually I think just like makeup artists or people that have like a really big collection they want to travel with buy the 60. But yeah, so 4, 8, 12, 18, and 27 are the usual sizes. How can I cover old acne scars? So here's the cool thing. The foundation sage, because they're so pigmented, the creams are so pigmented, typically we like to try to let the creams work first. Okay, so like let them do their job first. I have pretty bad under eye circles. And I have actually color correctors for them, but my skin tone shade does a really good job covering my dark eye circles. Okay. So try the makeup and see if the foundation works enough first. If it doesn't, and you need a little bit more coverage than what it can give you, then there are some tricks that we can try. Like color correcting things like Frenchie as an example, to do certain dark areas. Some of our contour shades also double as a color corrector. And then we have a whole demi color. It's called demi corrector line. And they're all these they're about this size, of these little square tins of the whole color wheel. The whole color wheel of colors to help correct any certain spots or blemishes that you have based on what the undertone of that color is. So if you need any help getting corrected for that, just reach out to me and I'm happy to go over those colors with you. Okay. Thank you so much for all the questions and for hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys. If you know anybody who you think is like, you know what, I think that they should try this, or, you know, my mom is complaining about her makeup settling into her wrinkles, or, you know, my friend has a really oily forehead, maybe someone like me, and they've kind of given up on using makeup. Show them this video if you don't mind, just giving it a share wherever you're watching, or wherever you hang out on Facebook, and send it to somebody, because I really love this makeup. The reason why I became an artist with Seint is because I want other people to experience how much joy and confidence that having this makeup did for me. I want other people to experience that too. I had a customer recently who hates taking her picture, and she sent me a photo saying, I love my selfie. And she felt so confident and so happy for this event that she had to go to, because for the first time she felt like, I have makeup that I can do myself and it actually looks good and it makes me feel great. And you just can't beat that. It's just so powerful. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Shared with 3 of my closest friends. Yay! Thank you. It is so cool. And if anyone is watching this and you're like, what does that mean to be an artist for Seint? I don't understand. Seint is the makeup company. And if you want to be an artist, all that means is that you want to help other people get matched with this makeup too. And then you can earn a commission doing it. It's 20 to 40% commission on your sales. There's no gimmicks. There's no like red tape or minimum orders or commission, like minimum commissions or anything like that. It is pretty much straightforward. So if anyone is interested in helping out your family, earning some money from home, or just making some money doing something that's as fun as makeup and sharing it with people, like this is so fun. Like this is so fun for me right now. And that's all it is. It's so easy. So if you want any information on that, send me a DM. I'm happy to help share some information. And then I can mentor you and help you through the whole process to see how that works for you and your family. Okay. Love you guys so much. Share with a friend. And we will see you sometime later this week, because I want to go live again later. So if you have a time or something that you think is like the best time, leave it in the comments below. I want to know. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. I can't figure out how to end my live, so maybe I won't.